I was in my university, I actually finished from fine and applied that. I can draw and paint. Don't misquote that. I can draw and I can paint. So there was that time I was very broke, and there was this rich man opposite our house who just finished his house, his building. I was like, if I go and meet this man now and I said I need money, he won't give me. So what I did, I made a sketch of his house and I showed it. I said, sir, look at your house. I said, wow, can you help me paint it? I said, well, I can paint you, but you are going to pay me 8,000 naira. Listen to me, 8,000 naira at that time is equivalent to something around 30,000 naira with our economy currently. So then when I charged him 8,000 naira, I was on the top of the world. Why? Now, what am I trying to bring out there? The reason why you are broke is not because there is no money. I want you to erase that mentality. The reason why you are broke is because you don't attract money to yourself. And how do you attract money? You don't attract money by begging. You attract money by giving out values and skills. Everybody, now, for the fact that there's no money today, you've spent money. Somebody collected money from you. That person who collected money from you, how did he collect it? He exchanged value for you. So it means you also can set up a system for yourself that even in the closet of your room, money will be dropping in your account. Why? Because you've created a channel for yourself. You know, one day I just woke up and I saw a lot on my phone. I was like, where did this one come from? I said, okay, it's coming from our marketing department. I said, okay, why? Because I've set up a channel for myself. So when learning these skills, your primary aim is to make it a passion, and then secondary aim is to make it a skill you can actually monetize. So we actually have a lot of things. Okay, we have a lot of things to discuss here, and another one is website development. So website design is actually different from website development. Website development is where we have the backend developers, where you learn PHP, JavaScript, Golang, Python. You see, I respect people in that aspect a lot, because those people are really, really, I'm going to call them wizard. You know, I'm using the word them. You are surprised I'm using the word them. I'm not using will. Well, I'm a website developer, but I'm mostly a website designer. I am into Solidity and JavaScript. So most times I love to call myself a designer rather than a developer, because a developer has to do with more of backend. Now, these skills are skills you can actually lay your hands within 3, 6, and 9 months. Now, within 3, 6, and 9 months, you can start monetizing your skills. We are still going to get that. That will be our conclusion. So what other skill can you learn, and it is high tech paying currently? Social media marketing. See, those of you who used to waste a lot of time on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, WhatsApp status, and you are not making money from this social media, you are wrong. TikTok now pays content creators. YouTube pays content creators. Facebook pays content creators. So it does not make sense. You are wasting the whole day. You do 2.5 gig MTN subscription maybe 2 or 3 times per day, and you are not making money on this social media. You see, content creation on social media is something that can make you a whole fortune. I'm not going to talk much about that today, because we have another broadcast on that, and we have someone that is going to enlighten us more on that. But social media, content creation on social media, it's one of the high-paying skills, you know, and I'm happy a lot of youth are taking advantage of that. But listen to me, the sky is too wide. Don't say my friend is doing it, so I won't have followers. It's a lie. There are tricks, there are strategies to building online presence. We have tutors that can help you on that, actually, if you want to learn that. And another thing you can also make money from is social media marketing. I don't want to mix them up together. There is content creation in social media, and there is marketing. See, a lot of social media, a lot of platforms are looking for somebody who is going to manage their social accounts for them. I remember sometimes last year, somebody sent me an inbox that they needed somebody to help them restructure their social media to have more engagement. And I said, well, I'm going to charge you $100 for doing this. and they paid me. Listen to me. What did I do? I restructured their social media, and ever since then, they've been having a lot of engagement because there are rules. It's not about carrying your phone and recording video and uploading. You are not going to get, and you are not going to get the engagement you have. There are rules to social media marketing. There are rules to getting engagement. There are rules to tricking people. So all these things, it's a skill. Actually, it's a skill. You can charge people for managing their social accounts. You can charge people for that. If you learn the skill of social media management, you see, you can't just sit down at home and say that there's no money in town. That language, I used to tell people around me, I don't want to hear it. Anybody saying that statement is just somebody that is I'm going to say very lazy. Now listen to me. There might be times that you don't have money, but you will never come to that conclusion that there's no, because you are so sure of yourself that no matter what happens, I have this as a fallback. You have things you can fall back into. So the last one I'm going to say, because of our time, and I still have some things to share with us about monetizing it, is that of data analysis. Now, for some of us, I know that might look strange to us. What is data analysis? Are we going to be analyzing data? Well, there's something we call big data analysis, and that is really fetching a whole lot of money currently for people that are learning that. There's a student currently in Spent Academy that is going through that. I'm just waiting for her to complete that course and then share her testimony. Big data analysis. So what is big data analysis? For example, when you open your Facebook, now, immediately after this broadcast, open your Facebook. The next thing you are going to see, you are going to start seeing advertisement on digital skills, making money online. Why? Because your phone is synchronized with your daily activity. And Facebook, all the social platforms are getting your data in order to give you your perfect advertisement to get the target audience. So what big data analysis is about is collecting data, analyzing them, and using them to form anything, any kind of result you want, either in terms of data or whatever it is. I'm not going to go much into that because that's not my field, but we have somebody who also is in charge of that. Most of all of these skills are ready for you to learn in Spent Academy. So that is another discussion for another day, and then we have tutors in all of them. But listen to me, I want you to take your time, sit down now and think, which of these courses or which of these skill do you think you have passion for? Now, I've talked about one aspect. Now I want to come to the other side, which is my main deal in terms of blockchain, crypto, and the likes. Now, in the blockchain realm, maybe next week or in 2 weeks' time, we are going to have another broadcast like this. I'm going to be talking basically on blockchain and Web3 because that space is a world of its own. But even in the blockchain, you can actually make money by, as a copywriter, by writing threads on projects. You know, I've worked with a couple of projects and I've seen how people charge. I asked somebody to make a Twitter post for me, and he said I'm going to pay him $400. Listen to me. How much have you earned from your Twitter post that you've been making since all these days? Somebody is going to make a Twitter post and is going to charge $400. Imagine he gets 2 offers in a week. That's how much? $800. That's about $600,000 in a week. And that guy, I checked his timeline, still made posts this week. So it means automatically he's earning average $400 per week. So there is no limit to what you can earn online. But the major problem now, okay, let me also mention into blockchain development. You can learn blockchain development also, just the same way we have it in web development in the normal web world. In blockchain, you can also, as a developer, in fact, that realm is like rituals money because blockchain deals with dollars, and you know the implication of dollar on Nigerian naira currently. If you are earning $100, that is averagely 70,000 naira, and that is like change in the blockchain industry. You know, people charge 1,500, 2,500, 4,500 for one job, for 1 gig in blockchain development industry. But listen to me, the funds coming in is good, but the task required also is tasking. but it's worth it. So now, how exactly can you position yourself? What are the steps to take in this? How exactly are you going to start earning? Because that's the goal. It's not about learning skills. It's not about learning graphics design, UI, UX, development, blah, blah, blah. You can be good in these skills and still not be making money. So how do you make money? Number one is identify the skill that you find most joy. Where you find your joy. I've said it the other time. Number two, set realistic learning goals. Set realistic learning goals. Set realistic learning goals. This is where most people are getting their failure from. You want to make money, but you don't want to learn. The truth is, everything simulates on daily basis. What you learned yesterday is obsolete today. Because by tomorrow, there is a new thing in town. So you need to always synchronize with trend. You must set your learning goals. How much? What are the new things how do you want to learn more? Weekly, monthly, daily. What are the new things you are adding to your knowledge? As a graphics designer, you can't just sit down with what you've known about. I still know a lot of graphic designers that all they know is just CorelDRAW. My brother, you are joking. If all you know about graphics design currently is CorelDRAW, you are joking. Because there are some people who need their design in fingertip. They are messaging you now and they are telling you, can I get my design in the next 5 minutes? Now, answer me, how are you going to design in the next 5 minutes with CorelDRAW? It's not possible. It means you have to be synchronized with on-hand and on-site, so that whether you are in office or you are out of office, if I'm on my bed, I'm going to give you your design and you won't know whether I design it on system or on phone. So you have to set your learning goals. It is because I'm synchronizing myself on daily basis. I keep learning. I stay on YouTube videos. I follow my tutors. I have my tutors. I follow them. I stay on YouTube videos. I do researches on Google. I do researches and everywhere. I gather information. Sometimes people in the office know I can sit down with YouTube videos from morning till evening, trying to analyze a solution, a new technology. I'm going to try it out. I keep it. Why? Because I know a day is coming that I'm going to need that skills. I'm going to need that skill rather. So what do? I keep updating myself on daily basis. Now listen to me. When you start learning, you are going to spend more than you are going to earn. Keep that at the back of your mind. Once you start learning, you are going to spend more than you earn. Because somebody came to me in my office and he said, sir, I'm very broke. I heard that you are teaching people digital skills. What skill can I learn? And I will start making money. I said, brother, there's no skill I want to teach you here and you start making money in 1 month. Because you are looking for somebody that is going to deceive you, that is going to collect your money and then start giving you fake promises. No, I won't do that. Learning is progress. It's progressive. Learning is progressive. There is no end to learning. There is no end to learning. Learning is progressive. So learning is not something that you do and then you say, now I want to start making money. No. In fact, before you can think of making money, you must have learned to a stage. Because listen to me, I was making mention of somebody the other time that he was charging me $400. That person did not start charging from $400. No. He did not start from $400. He started from $10, $20. Because most times, people always get tricked when you start hearing people's testimony. And that's why I have a lot of issues with people who are trading cryptocurrencies. When somebody posts a win today we've bagged $500, we've bagged $1,500, and then you are like, but we analyze this trade together and I'm making $10. Listen to me, you don't know how long that person has been trading. You don't know how much that person is risking. You are only hearing the results. Don't allow people's win to weigh you down. Instead, allow your little win to give you more inspiration. For the very first time in my life, the first time I'm going to charge somebody for web design, I charge the person 20,000 naira. I charged the person 20,000. I can still remember that vividly. The first web design gig I'm going to take in my life, I charged the person 20,000 naira, and I did it with all joy. I did it with all joy. Today, I can't. It's not possible. I can't even take a web design job for 50,000 naira. People do it, but me, I can't do, because I've built my learning algorithm. I've built my self standard to that level. So learning is gradual and it takes process, so that when you are positioning yourself, you want to charge like Elon Musk, you want to charge like Mark Zuckerberg, then you need to learn and know what Mark Zuckerberg knows. You need to learn and know what Elon Musk knows. I hope you know that Elon Musk is controlling more than 7 different standalone companies, and each of them have their own bodies in which he needs to oversee. So when you hear that the guy is making billions of dollars, these things are not tricks. They are not magic. They are gradual process. So another thing is that Number 3, practice regularly. Practice. A skill you don't practice, you won't master it. Don't say I've learned it. A skill you don't practice, you won't master it. And that is why you are going to have issues with making money. Because when people now start giving you gigs and you cannot deliver in time, people won't come back. You know, there's a language I used to say, I say, you can only dupe me once. You can't dupe me twice. How your customer experience looks like in the first instance matters a lot. Because if you are unable to deliver on the first meetup with your client, you have lost track with that person. Because you are not the only person that is working with that person. He or she has a lot of options. And so, if you don't give that person the first hit, if you don't deliver your best, you are going to lose that job. And one thing about skills, especially digital skills, is recommendation. Recommendation is very, very important. And that leads me to the next point. Join communities. Many of us, you are standalone. You are a standalone web designer. You are a standalone graphics designer. You are a standalone whatever it is you are doing. No, you are not going to go far like that. Join communities, and that is why we are creating a community for that in Spent Academy. We are creating communities for that in universities, in secondary schools, and also online communities. It is very, very important. Join communities. See, most of the gigs I get actually are not from online advertisement. I don't even have a Fiverr account. I think I have a Fiverr account, but I don't even use it to bid for gigs. Most of the gigs I get are from recommendations because of communities. Network with people. Don't say that that one does not know, or that this one knows. See, whether he knows more than you, whether you know more than them, network with people, because you make more money based on your network. Your network is your net worth. If you don't know a lot of people in your field, now I'm not talking about just communities, in your field, network with graphics designer, exchange ideas, network is very, very important, because if you are isolated, you will just be struggling to get gigs. You will be getting once per time. But if you are in a network, in a community, there is a group, I am a Web3 developers group, you will always see gigs every day. You'll be like, I need this, I need somebody who can help me do this, I need somebody. So it's not even depend on how swift and how competent you are. So now it's not about getting jobs, now it's about how swift and competent you are. So you need to make sure you join create a LinkedIn account, set up your account professionally, join communities on LinkedIn, join communities on Twitter, join communities on Facebook groups. This is where you get your network from. This is where one of our students who is learning UI UX make most of his money by posting on Facebook. Funny enough, one of the works he's doing in office. Once he just posts them. Okay, this is what I'm working on. He shares with a friend, and that's how people start contact. Oh, can you help me do this? That is where gigs comes from. It's not just about telling people in your street. How much are you going to make from your local street? How many people can even afford to pay you $100 in your street? If you are going to make money, especially in Nigeria, make good money with digital skills, your target audience are not mostly here. People who are here are really, really few. So you need to create a network. You need to create a network network with people, join a lot of communities. Then the last thing I'm going to drop now is that consider mentorship and coaching. Many of us, we don't have tutor, we don't have somebody we submit to, we don't have somebody that checks what we are doing. So we feel relaxed once we are able to go above everybody in our immediate environment. you know, when I see some people's job, I will just smile. And the person is at its peak. Why? Because that's the best in his local community. So, and the reason for such kind of thing is, number one, that person is not in a community. Number two, he does not have a mentor. So it is very important, whatever skill it is you have, make sure you have a mentor, you have somebody that is, sorry, I was distracted with this thing. You have somebody that is following up with what you are doing. That can, okay, do it like this, readjust this, add this to it. That is how to set up yourself for high demand. See, listen to me, the skills you can learn online are really, really much. They are really, really much. But setting up yourself to making money from them is very, very important. And those things I just mentioned for you, they are very, very important for you to actually make money from them. So I will be dropping my pen here, and we'll be announcing when next we are going to have our next broadcast. It is very important that you join the Digital Spills because it gives you advantage of making money from your house, making money in your room. You are just there in your room and people will just be like, what is this guy doing? Is he a Yahoo guy? No. You can be in your house and still be making money. The world we are now is advanced. Technology has made things easier. You can position yourself. So I'm going to advise you, pick a skill that is very, very important to you. Your passion. Learn skills that you have passion for. Progress in it. Join communities, and you do what? Project yourself. So thank you very much. You can cut it off on the YouTube now. I'm going to stay on Twitter because I want to receive people's response on Twitter Spaces. Thank you for joining us. Next time we're going to announce when next we are going to have our broadcast again on YouTube. So if you have questions or reactions, you can signify by raising up your hand on the Twitter Spaces. I want to welcome people. I'm going to allow you to speak. I want to listen to people's reaction. Have we really learned anything?